The SWOT analysis is a tool that we should really explore when we're trying to create or recreate our businesses. It is a wonderful tool that we really should dig deep when we're trying to keep a business alive. Many business owners think they know their strengths, so they really don't take a good analysis of what they do right and what they do wrong. So when they're looking at a SWOT analysis, they quickly write down what they think are their strengths. Here are all the facets of strengths. This is an internal look at your company, and each area needs to be looked at with an internal lens that is very critical. Now let's take a look at each piece. First, let's look at our employees that meet the customer. They're the face of the company. Do our employees have the best training, or are we a little short in some areas? Next, let's take a look at what we own. Is it helping us or hurting us? Are we using old equipment to build what we sell? Are we in a rundown building where customers take a look at where we are and think that we're out of date? Think of these things. Moving on, how deep are our pockets? If we are in an old place or have old equipment, we may need to update. And if we don't have deep pockets, we may be stuck where we are. And then there's marketing. Marketing is a big piece of strengths. So let's take a look at some of this section by section. This simple question is the heart of marketing. And finding the answer to this simple question takes a great deal of research on your competitors. So who are your competitors? Do you know? Once you've figured out your competitors, line up their products with yours and determine if your customers feel that your products have more value over their products. Now, it could be value on price or it could be value on features. What is it? So just where are you getting this information from? You're going to look at surveys. You're going to look at social media. You're going to look at ratings. You're going to look at customer complaints. You're going to look at sales data. You know, a lot of this information is already out there on the web. So take a look at what you have for free. And as you take a look at this data out there on the web, you are going to determine if you have a unique selling proposition, meaning if you are different than your competition. And this is very important. Are you just a Me Too product? Or are you really different? Just what is that one thing that makes your business better than the competition? If there isn't anything, that means you're competing on price, and that's a very risky place to be. You've got to make yourself different. As you're doing your research on the web, you should find out if you're well known to your target market. If you're not, then you have some work to do in the marketing department. You need to know how you're measuring your brand appeal and how can you get it to be better than your competitors. You need to go back to basics in marketing. And you need to ask the question, what are the strengths of your sales and marketing team? If they are just focusing on numbers and not building relationships, you have a problem. Marketing and sales go hand in hand, and asking for business is hard work. It's more than just putting together a great business. It's actually going out there and shaking hands and asking people to put your product on their shelves. There is a lot of work in analyzing strengths for a SWOT analysis. So take some time, do it right, get out there on the web, figure out what your competition is doing, what you're doing, and build a strong business.